And we should be live. Yep, you missed it, Chris.
Oh.
Hello, hello everyone. This is Ian with a playtest play run through of Time Spiral, the RPG of time hopping goodness. With me today is Jay, Phil, and Chris, and we shall be creating characters to start with, and then maybe running through the introductory scenario. Okay, so I need to be looking at the rules. Character creation. It's very simple. In the rules, it consumes a page and a half of text, and even then, that's spaced out nicely. The basic concept is that characters are from a time traveling agency whose main purpose in time is to prevent the invasion of this alien species called the Streed. They're nasty little insectoid things that are just trying desperately to eradicate the human race and/or destroy time altogether. So they're not very nice. No one knows why, but that's the premise. So your characters, therefore, will have been recruited from anywhere during human history, which gives you a huge range of character types to come up with. And perhaps I should have primed you with that idea to start with, unless you've already had some reading of the rules, in which case you might have some idea of where you want to be from.
Oh yes.
So the character's character statement, a background statement, which describes who the character is basically, and what they can do, and a little problem that they have, which is it's listed. Let me go through. I'll go through it one by one. And you don't have to decide these in order. This is just the way they appear on the background statement list. You would have your name, your home, when and where you're from, your métier, which is basically what your occupation was, what you did in your timeline. A forte, which is like an advantage, special ability, something like that. And a snag, which is a problem, a flaw, disadvantage, something like that. So therefore, let's go whizzing back to the top. You don't have to decide a name just yet, but that will come with the home, where you're from. So, any ideas? Where are you from, chaps?
So the question is, right?
Yeah.
I watched the earlier videos that you put onto YouTube, and I was watching them, and I thought, at the time, well, is there anything stopping us from all choosing to be medieval British peat diggers?
Quite a lot.
I mean, in a sense where, if we all decided to be medieval British peat diggers, right, from say the 14th century, right, how would that affect everything? Because examples you give are things like, ninjas and Vikings and that sort of stuff, all things with kind of combat-related skills. And is that something that is necessary in the game? Do we need to pick characters that are kind of that way inclined? So is they going to be kind of like character sort of classes in the game, in effect?
Yeah, you can look at them as character classes, sure.
But are there going to be character classes? That's what I'm asking. So is there going to be a direction where you'd want us to head, rather than picking medieval peat diggers?
No, I think it's going to be a player choice, and what the player would enjoy playing, knowing the background of the game.
Right. Okay.
Playing a peat digger. would you get your dig from playing a Pete?
No, it's just interesting because I mean, it's interesting to see what direction it's going in. That's all. The only reason I asked was just to see what would
Yeah, well,
parameters be, sort of thing.
that would also depend on what the inciting incident was that spurred your character into either wanting to join or being in the situation to have been recruited by the agency.
Right. But they're more likely to recruit you if you've got a relevant skill, aren't they? As peat diggers aren't going to be relevant, I guess, unless, of course, there's a peat shortage in the world and they need a bunch of people to go down and find some. No, that's what the only reason I'm asking is because sometimes people will need some kind of direction in this.
Cool.
So are we setting this in modern day then, are we?
The
time agency bit.
The agency is in the here and now. Yeah. It's based. The HQ is an orbiting space platform.
Not much peat up there.
Not much. No. Space Pete.
And could you pick a celebrity from history? Like, could I play Einstein?
You can role play.
It would have to be. Well, at the point where he was no longer involved in history. That's when he would be recruited. So I'm guessing he would be very old.
Yeah, I mean, he was always involved in history. Really, up until the point he died.
But would it matter though? Like, for example, if I played Einstein, as long as I didn't go back into the period of time that I existed, would I be all right to do
that? That's not a factor. That doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
As I will
meet myself
explain later. You can meet yourself.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't. It doesn't create a paradox because of the. Did you see the time traveling?
The branch.
Yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
So it wouldn't affect main time whatsoever.
Right. Okay.
So you could be Elvis after he inverted commas died.
Yeah.
Dead Elvis, wouldn't I?
No, because he's never died, has he? Really?
Oh, right.
Joined the agency.
Became a demon. Yeah. But then you can say that about everyone, couldn't you? That was famous.
Well, that's how you take him out of the timeline, don't you? Because you don't have to worry about the timeline because they're not existing anymore.
It could be Buddy Holly if you wanted.
No, but he did die, didn't they? They found his body.
Did they? Might have been.
Brains in some museum somewhere. There's his brains somewhere. I mean, one of us could choose to be Hitler, and the other two could actually just spend all the whole game trying to convince me not to join the Socialist Party in 1930s.
That'd be before his timeline, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be before his timeline.
Yeah.
No, just interesting because I was wondering if there is a particular direction you want us to go in order for the game to work properly. If we all play characters that weren't relevant, then maybe it wouldn't work as well as if we all played characters that were more relevant, if you like. If you get what I mean.
I do. It's something that I assumed people would take it and want to play it like I wrote it.
You should never assume. But okay.
As a time-hopping adventure.
Yeah. I mean, in the sense where people will just can choose anything from any period of any type, and they may not be relevant to the game. So you may actually get a group of people come into a game, and they may completely be useless in that adventure, if you like.
It'd be a quick game, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah.
It's a normal role-playing game, isn't it? We're all usually useless.
Yeah. All right.
The agency HQ. I have a picture. picture.
Ooh.
It is.
Is that a floaty thing?
It is a floating thing in the atmosphere, in the in Earth's orbit. Big station. It's bigger than it looks. Could actually draw something to compare it to. Maybe. Anyway, that's it for now.
So,
The agency a global, not a particular nation. It's a global.
Yeah, it's a global thing. Global thing.
how does language work then? If I'm from Japan, everybody else is say from medieval Rome. How are we going to communicate?
You get recruited. Someone who recruited you would have spoken Japanese, so you would have agreed to come aboard, and then you would have been trained
I was
to
hoping
be
it's
an
going to be
operative.
fish.
No, that's from a story. Not science fiction. This is real.
And probably copyrighted.
Yes. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes, something else. Yeah, we'll come back to that later. That's the agency. Pink.
Did you?
Do you want to know about the antagonists and protagonists before you delve deeper?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, in 1962, as I've written it in the rules under the setting, there was an incursion by the Streed, and they succeeded in creating or instigating a global thermonuclear war, which almost destroyed Earth itself. Fortunately, another creature named the Ithaca had already visited Earth and was a friendly alien. Hurrah! Which created a time cap on in 1962, which means that main time ended in 1962. Your current now, the world that we live in, is a branch, which is a bit fragile.
Explains a lot.
It does. Yeah. And the object of the agency is to go back and try and stop these Streed wherever they appear during time, even in our branch, in branches off the main time, all over the place. This, for anyone watching, that's what the Streed look like in their natural form. They have a mental psionic ability, which the disguise allows us humans to see them as humans. This psionic ability does actually keep running, even if they were unconscious, asleep, or dead for a certain amount of time.
I had Quatermass flashbacks there for a minute.
Yeah. That's a scary movie. Quatermass on the Pit.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
That's the Street.
One on the tube station.
Yeah. Pit, yeah.
Okay, that's the pit, the tube station. Yeah.
That's what the Ithaca looks like.
Hey.
Does that give you? That's a good guy, good girl, good at it, good being. Does that give you flashbacks?
No, it doesn't. No,
It's cute.
it makes me think of.
Starters.
Don't say it.
I can't remember what it was now. There was something I saw, and I think it was some sort of conspiracy theory or something years ago, where people were saying that these aliens existed with us, but we couldn't see them, and that they actually live in another sort of dimension of our own, But because we can't see into that dimension, we can't see them. So they're floating all around us, moving all around. Sometimes you kind of they're like jellyfish type things that are moving all around us all the time and stuff, but we can't see them and they can't see us, sort of thing.
Gentlemen,
I was kind of like that. I thought that was quite cool.
Gentlemen, Jay knows too much. We know what to do. He's on to us.
Yep.
Yeah. Ithaca has produced little children of itself that attach themselves in the bonding ceremony to each operative, one each. And they lie snugly across the shoulders, on the back of the head, and plug themselves into your brain, which is nice. They allow you. They're the things that allow you to travel backwards and forwards through time. They also can sense each other. They give you a slight extrasensory perception and telepathic ability, and they can also sense when the street are nearby as well.
So why did he call him the Ithaca?
It just came to my mind.
I mean, Ithaca actually means something, doesn't it?
Didn't deliberately choose it for that reason. It just came to me.
Yeah, it's a Greek island. Yeah, it's a Greek island located in the Ionian Sea, and it's in Ithaca, New York.
Oh, nice.
Name of the top of shotgun as well, isn't it?
No, that's it. Isn't that that's the Hitachi Spaz 12, isn't it? You're thinking of? Same spelling, I think, almost. 12 is actually done by.
It's the Ithaca Gun Company make shotguns.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I thought I recognised your name quite well.
Nice. Okay, it must have been a subliminal memory from my shotgun days.
Yeah. You ever seen the film Road Trip?
A long time ago.
Yeah, well, they went to Ithaca University, so that's probably where it came from.
That's probably where I've heard it. Yeah. I love that film. That's weird. That's one of my favourite films.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. There's no reason for it to be a favourite film, but
It is a good film, though. It's funny. It is
good
very
quality.
funny.
Yeah.
Euro Trip was good as well. There's the Euro Trip.
I don't know what's that one. Anyway.
Yeah, but they went to Ithaca University. If you've seen Euro Trip, that's probably got the name for us, but it's stuck in the back of your head.
Cool. This guy here is current head of the operation.
He's been shot.
Probably caught a mass experiment, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, go down those subways now. Open up that strange device. Report back when you've found something.
Yeah. Darling?
I'm not sure we should be handing out pictures of him. Have you seen this man?
Enough said. We do time traveling. Do we age or don't we age or
you will age?
Will age? Just age more.
Yeah. Yeah, it came from your time spent X number of months being trained up in the agency, and you're just sitting around waiting for your first mission now. Yeah. Righto. So we have a medieval peat digger. What else have we got?
Not playing medieval Peak Digger.
Oh,
I liked it. I thought it was good.
I was wondering if there's need of a particular type of character.
Someone who likes investigating things. You
Right.
probably need the usual mix: a sneaky type, a talky type, and a fighty type.
It's probably a good idea to sort of, yeah, I mean, you have offered examples, kind of thing. Which is probably a good thing because you need people to be led down that path, if you like.
Mm.
Otherwise, you'll just get people who are like, rubbish. Useless. Every opportunity. That's used as a choice. Musketeer.
Hey, leave him alone. That's mine.
No, I'm a
Trademark.
Sentry loves to fight and is stubborn. That's why I am. I make it
Trademark Musketeer.
I've been watching Norseman, so I'm doing one of them. Over.
I think you might have 3 fighty types coming up here.
That's fair enough. Yeah, and if you could write it out in a similar fashion, that would be nice.
Onto the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can click edit, you can go down to where you can write on the bio. Just fill in the bits, fill in the blanks.
Okay. Down the bio.
What would be kind of cool for this would be to make NPCs of people like Sherlock Holmes and as optional characters. He's an investigator from Victorian England who loves to solve puzzles, but is addicted to cocaine. Would be kind of cool for him, wouldn't it? So
yeah,
as an optional kind of pre-made character type thing, very smart. Very famous people. Achilles. Achilles.
Yeah.
He's half god, isn't he, Achilles?
Yeah,
he's immortal.
Oh, that's a fairly good benefit.
Yeah. Damn, I think I won the play the character.
Yeah, warrior from ancient Greece who was immortal. but will die if he meets Paris. If he ever goes to Paris.
Go to Paris and die.
It'd be handy if he was immortal, then you wouldn't have to worry about the whole time thing, would you? Just still alive.
Yeah.
I could be a prophet from 1st century Bethlehem.
Hold on a minute.
But is doomed to die.
Doomed to die. Must be a safer choice than that.
When King dies, he got resurrected, so I can use him.
Yeah.
Christos.
How are we doing then?
Character-wise, yeah. Done.
If everybody's playing a fighter, I'm happy to change mine to something that's less fighty, so that we have a good, selection. Well, I might change mine. Actually. What's everybody else playing? You're playing a musketeer, are you, Chris?
Yeah, it'd be rude not to.
Okay.
Properly be a musketeer. I've got to take it.
What are you playing, Phil? You playing a Cornish miner?
I don't want to put all the rest of you in the shade, so I wouldn't go into now.
What are you going for?
I was going for a German special services operative.
Yeah.
From the Second World War?
No, modern day.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bit different. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change mine. So I'm playing a maid of Orleans from 14th century France who loves to fight, but is schizophrenic.
But it's what?
But is schizophrenic.
Nice.
You could have fun with it, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's part of the appeal. Nice, Chris. Yeah, made the most of the one line. More like a paragraph.
You play a 21st century role-playing games designer. You could just play yourself, couldn't you? Nothing to stop you doing that.
Yeah, but you're pretty useless though, wouldn't you? Let's have a look. I think I need to do something a bit more fitting with the group. So we've got a special forces guy from Germany. We've got a musketeer from France, I'm guessing.
Bonjour. He's got a CSE in French.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do.
That's good to mix up all the time periods. That's a fun idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Inquisitor from 14th century France who loves to talk to heretics but is delusional.
No.
No, okay. Yeah.
What's in there, Jay?
I don't know. I don't know what to play. I think she's playing something a little bit.
Unique.
Yeah, I want to play something a bit kind of useful, but also kind of challenging. Okay?
Could be you. You've been left to be the brains of the unit.
Brains of the unit.
You got several other people signed up to joining in.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, David and Royston have already played this scenario. It wasn't recorded.
So the joy is you can then pick and choose the operatives yourself to send into this. Yeah, that'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've now got a circus midget from 18th century Europe who can do handstands with a 3 foot tall. He may not be the perfect choice, really.
Hop frog.
Yeah.
Name.
Yeah, it was a story. Who wrote Hop Frog? Something I want to say Edgar Allan Poe, but it might not be. Someone like that. Nice. Musical compliment.
Good memory. It's like all those type of authors died young. You could be one of them. Edgar Allan Poe or H.P. Lovecraft. R.E. Howard.
Yeah, there wouldn't be much use to anybody there, would they, really? In reality. They've got no kind of skills apart from writing.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe. Hop Frog was a court jester.
Educational as well as fun. Never heard of it.
Okay, so a Polish immigrant from Victorian London who is a trained doctor but likes cutting up whores. No?
You were doing all right.
I think I went too far with that one. Have a circus midget, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, do a mix of the two.
Circus
A
midget.
Victorian doctor who can do.
Yeah, this is
The sandstone. Yeah, let's do that.
there's no indication he was a doctor, so
All right, smarty pants. Pretty good, you know. Could have been a butcher, I suppose. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one in the room.
Yeah. I think there's more than one in this group, actually.
Yeah, well, you know. We have to stick with Chris now. We want him now.
Why are you on it? Yeah.
Okay, I've got it. Oh, I don't know. We've already got.
What have you got now?
No, I've not got anything yet. I was going to choose another German, but I don't know if it's worth having two Germans in the group, really.
They're an American-based German immigrant. A couple of German, particularly.
Yeah. No, 8-12.
So you said it was going to be a short session.
Yeah.
This is my final one, man. This is I'll
He hasn't even chosen the name yet. It's easy for me because all I ever do is choose exactly the same character every time. This will surprise them.
Oh, you're not playing a pirate this time, then, Chris.
It's still a big baggy white shirt, and I think pretty much that's what I go for. So I blame new romanticism when I was growing up.
Why not?
Being just too young to be able to do that, so always wanted it.
Yeah.
Then they could go back in time to hold on a minute.
Yeah. A night clubbing in the 80s.
Yeah, early 1980s, late 1980s.
Okay.
It wasn't quite the same. Let's be
Here we go. Here we go.
I've got a noble from the 15th century Romania who is an expert strategist. I like trading people.
Hey, nice. Good accent as well. Yeah.
What?
It was either that or a 12th century Hasidian from Arabia, who is an expert assassin, obviously, but his strong point is he likes smoking marijuana. That was the other option, really.
Okay.
So your snag will be you like impaling people.
Yeah.
Like where is he? Where's Vlad? Oh, he's over there. What's he doing?
Well, he likes us too much.
Keeps counting to 10 very slowly. And
He walks around with loads of like toothpicks.
keeps getting his cake snagged in the door when it shuts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a good session.
I just didn't want to pick up a fighty type character because we got two of those already, really. And I couldn't think of anybody who'd kind of be good. I was going to pick a German scientist who worked for the Fool Society and a Blue Fire project, making kind of like various electronic devices for the Germans. You know, these weird, wonderful things they had. But that's how we already got a German in a group, and that could make me into a Nazi, which wouldn't be very good. Yeah. And then I thought, well, an Arabian scientist, but then he's going to be out of date, really, I suppose. But they did make kind of automatons, didn't they, and discover astronomy.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it's astronomy. Hey.
A rock.
I was out digging in the ground. Look what I found.
The whole part of astronomy. I found that as well. No, you did. You found astrology. Astrology is rubbish.
Wrong seeds.
Hobble, Russell. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to stick with being noble from the 15th century Romania. He fought the Ottomans, so no, he's got some balls.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's a greater threat than the Ottomans. In fact, some of the Streed may have been pretending to be Ottomans.
Oh,
Couldn't they? That could have been how you first realised there was something more than just Ottomans.
tentacles give it away, don't they?
Them tentacles are good guys.
Oh, I mean, swirly tentacles from the face. They look like grasshoppers, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, I have written into the background that their recruitment levels of recruitment have lapsed slightly over recent years.
Is that for my benefit?
Yeah, well, for some reason I must have thought about something when I was writing.
There's something nagging at the back of your mind. The finger.
Yeah. What would happen if?
Yeah, what happened to that dickhead came along and tried to fuck it away? Yeah. So that's character creation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we all starting as draftees or adepts? Draftees.
You all start as draftees, having completed 0 missions,
All right.
and just sitting around waiting for something to happen. You finished your training. You can communicate with each other. So the common language is English. You can all speak English to some degree.
Make it interesting.
Hopefully, you can pass as English people.
All right.
Well, or pass for wherever they send you to. In fact, I think I may write in that the Ithaca can give you some sort of translation ability, like the Babelfish.
Yeah, that would work because you've got a load of languages going on, and you're going to go to different countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if the language is going to change, isn't it? Quite a lot. Due to different times and stuff. So some kind of device that allows you to, maybe it's something that the Ithaca gave us.
I think with them being attached to our brain works better because otherwise we.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have a device, we're going to lose it, aren't we? That's not good. Don't give them ideas. Don't give them that ability.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. All the other operatives, there are a few. You probably see some of them further to the end of the rules section. There's some important people, some important NPCs. Those people are, you're aware of them, and the ones who would actually be going out on missions would be out on missions. So basically, it's just you three sitting around at this moment in time. When you get called in, to see the Lieutenant General. Sorry, the Major General. And you get called into meeting room 2.
Two.
You can link all this in. Historically speaking, I don't know what you've done. Sort of. Oh yeah, you got the setting already. Now I was just thinking you could link it all in with the Philadelphia experiment, couldn't you?
Philadelphia. Oh, the cream cheese experiment.
Yeah, try not
No, the one where Nikola
Tesla, different stuff.
No, the thing with Nikola Tesla, Einstein, and I think Heidenberg is a bloke who did the atom. And they were going to try to basically make a warship disappear. They were trying to make it as a visible technology. And they managed it, but the actual ship reappeared somewhere else, and it had traveled in time. And they said that a lot of the crew were actually embedded in the deck of the ship, and some of them had gone mad, and a few other things. But the Philadelphia experiment, look it up, it's mad. But that'd be a good way of actually getting things in. Just an example. Normally I'm talking about the arse, but it's an interesting story, and it's kind of something that may click with this a little bit. Worth looking into.
I know, as a scenario, yes.
Hmm.
Would explain Astrid involvement.
Yeah, that by doing that, we kind of woke something. Do you know what I mean? We kind of alerted things to our presence. Like, maybe, I don't know.
Sure.
And that happened in the 50s.
Yep. I'll look that up there.
So are we all dressed in modern dress now, or are we still dressed up as?
You're dressed in however you feel comfortable while you're on the station, and then you will be issued with clothing and other equipment, essential equipment, ready for your missions.
Appropriate to the era and replaced.
Indeed.
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 Right, so I'm back in the musketeer costume then. Uniform. It's not a costume. Good ear to the fire.
I make little plasticine Mary of everybody I don't like, and then pay them on toothpicks. My raid in my room.
Just takes the edge off your need.
It does.
Right. To save me looking up your character names again, could you put them in the relevant place on in my settings? Not my settings, but your settings.
Is it your settings or my settings?
It's my settings, in quotes.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Display name.
I know what you meant.
Francois de Sangeville. Translated Monkey Town. Francois de Monkey Town.
Francois
de Sangeville.
So there's announcement over the time. Called Francois, Johan, and there's a rustling of paper. Vlad, please.
Really?
please attend a meeting. Meeting room 2. Thank you.
2. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, so in my room I've got this huge pile of sort of like wood shavings, and there's all these poles all spiked up and sort of hanging around. I'm shaving with the sitting there, the shaving wood pikes. Sleep on shaving.
Right. You'll call in then to meeting room 2, and the general is there already waiting for you.
I'll do a flourishing bow when I go in. Take the hat off my head.
As he bends over to the bow, I kind of Have to hold back. My hand gripping a spike should be pushed back from my other hand back under my coat. Not now. Wait. I take my cup.
Please take a seat, gentlemen. Well, I use the word gentle in the loosest possible sense of the word. Gentlemen. A mission has just come through. You three are all we have available at the moment. So, which is fortuitous because you needed a small, easy mission just to break you in, I'm sure. This will be a good little test for you. You'll be going back to it's a green mission, by the way, so it's nothing too difficult, all being well. The 4th of June, 1940, London, England. So it might should suit some of you and perhaps not suit others.
Yeah, I'm not at the German.
Fantastic.
Your contact there is an agent, Brenda Mason. She's currently a landlady at the Old Ship Inn in Limehouse. Objective is to recover Astrid, who she has in her who she's captured. So recover the Astrid and assist her in any other way she requires. So it's just a basic in there, pick up the Astrid, do any other little tasks and get back. Simple. Hazards, the Blitz, obviously, London was being bombed at that time, so just keep your heads down. And
some sort of hack will be required.
Be arrested as a fifth columnist.
Perhaps, you should look all right with the correct attire and papers. You should be fine. No capping, by the way. You don't have to cap. I shall explain these things if you like. A couple of things I didn't mention before, but we'll come to them in a moment. No capping, he says. Right, well, make your way to the departure lounge and pick up your equipment. And I'll see you in a couple of days, perhaps.
Perhaps?
Yes. No, it might take you less than that, is what I meant.
Ah.
Yes, there you go. There you go, chaps. Any questions, by the way? No, very good.
Was that Major General Howard?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll do a really clumsy salute.
So you've improved. Well done.
Quick question regarding rolls and stuff. How do I roll dice on this? There's a roll table in the macros, but
no, you were AWOL. You need to go to your character sheet, attributes and abilities, and just tick the visible in sidebar for the macro in there.
I see.
Appear in the bottom left, and then you can click that. It'll ask you how many dice you want to roll, and then you click, type in a number.
Right. Yeah. Okay, good. I've done that.
It's easy. Oh, one final thing. Who a frown crosses over his face as he. Right, one of you needs to be the lead on this. It's normally the person who's most familiar with the time period and place. He looks down at his papers again.
I suppose it's closer to my time.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Might be a bit biased.
Do we get a knowledge of everything ahead of our time as well, or not? Or is everything like say 1940 to a 17th century French guy? Is that knows nothing about it?
There's a great deal of information in the HQ that you can have access to.
So before we get sent on a mission, we get to know about that period, so we don't feel.
Yeah,
You Clockwork Orange,
it must be really strange.
like that. You get stuck to a chair and your eyes pulled open, and you just sit there watching the screen
Yeah.
for like days on end. And you go slowly mad and scream, "Ah!"
Yep. I start singing in the rain.
Enough of that.
Yes. There you go. Yep, well, Chin, looks like you're lead on this one, Johan.
Okay. I'll go and get kitted up then.
Yep, you can attire yourselves how you may feel fit.
They supply a set.
They will. They'll suggest things.
Okay.
Like you can tailor it to your own, roughly, within reason.
Okay.
So you can still have a frilly shirt on underneath your suit, and a feather in your trilby.
That'll look German.
Oh, you want one of those pretty shirts with like the doily colours? Is that what you're having?
I don't know. No, I don't look right, is it? What's our disguise going to be then? What are we going to be? Are we going to be just like normal working men? Or?
It's either going to be normal working men or military uniform, isn't it? I suppose if you had a military uniform, you have an excuse to carry a weapon.
Be air wardens, wouldn't we? Something like that.
Well, they would be armed, but
They wouldn't get stopped, would they? People would just, it's like having a high vis jacket nowadays, isn't it? Just, they know what they're doing. Like a pass, an invisible pass. Whereas everyone else is going to be out, where's your papers? But we're going to get papers. So.
Yeah, decide now what your disguise is going to be.
So I suppose if there's a man handling someone or taking something not to be questioned, we'd have to look official, wouldn't we? Otherwise, it'd look a bit dodgy, wouldn't we?
Yeah, the thing about traveling through time, the Ithaca produce what's called a bubble around you, the individual, which is the slang term is bubbling up. So you can like bubble up before you actually step out of time now and make your way back through time to a location. And once you arrive there, you would just basically step out and the bubble would evaporate. But you can re-bubble up at any point, so you don't have to be seen carrying anyone around, for example. You just get to where they are and then bubble up, and every operative can deliberately transport one other life form back with them. So if, for example, one of yours Ithaca was killed on a mission somehow, then as long as someone else was with you, they could take you back. Otherwise, they'd have to send a rescue mission. which is one of the possibilities. I'm writing up a quick rough mission generator series of tables. That's one of the options. Yep. So are you going as military or civilian workers, raid wardens?
You said it was London in 1940.
Yeah.
Well, if it's civilians, we won't be able to move around at night because there'll be curfews on, won't there?
Unless
Yeah.
it's a warden. Yeah.
So that's something worth considering. But people, I mean, there was shelters and stuff, weren't there, as you get into, but whatever you want to do. I think dressing up as an airborne set would give us a bit more freedom to move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can do that.
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I haven't thought it through too much, so no doubt there's a fatal flaw to it all, but yeah.
Yeah, you get issued with clothing and a tin hat with a W on the front.
Not like those.
And your papers and sidearms if you want them.
Did they have sidearms wardens?
No.
It's the nightstick or something, is it?
Yeah, and a whistle.
Yeah, that's all you need, really. You ready to go? Is there anything else you think you might need?
Don't think so.
It is a simple mission. Just get there, pick up the kid, and go. The kid.
The way you keep saying it, it's a simple one, don't worry about it.
It is.
Not difficult whatsoever.
Yeah. Right, so you get to the departure lounge, which is just a room similar to the briefing room, meeting room 2. And you just go in there and boom, bubble up, and away you go. The Ithaca sends you back in time. And then pop, 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 you arrive in an alleyway. You can see it's dark. The sun's just about going down now, and it's very quiet outside. In the main street beyond, you can see across the road is the Old Ship Inn. Looks like it's all closed up. Shutters are down. Everything. You do see a light on in one of the bedrooms through the curtains.
Put that light on.
If I'm naked, I can go across the road to the inn and go to the nearest person and go, give me your clothes and your bicycle. And yeah, I'm just meant to take it. Full term there, that'd be awesome.
No. You're clothed. You are clothed, but you could take your clothes off and do that.
I wouldn't put it past me. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to do something. The what's called the entry into this time stream. You need to make a 2D roll, a 2-day roll lead, which is Johan.
2 dice. They were dice pool, yeah.
It's Johan who's making it. He's the lead.
Right. Yeah, right.
2 and a 3.
As long as you don't roll double 2, you're all right.
Oof. Oh, good for you didn't take mine then.
I was lucky.
Yep, you are lucky. Indeed, it was a bit of a strain, because the trick is to hit the time stream right on the nose on the entry point, and you almost missed it. Almost.
What happened if you did miss it?
He gets some equivalent of severe headaches. He just is on -1
If
dice.
we don't, apparently, if we don't go in at the end of the time branch, we create another branch as well, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, so you'd have to close that one off and then go back and try again.
You have to travel to the other one to close it, but then risk opening another one. Like,
Yep.
blimey.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Hmm.
That's the problem. I guess that's what the Street is trying to do. Create all these branches which weaken the main time structure and branches as well. So eventually everything will collapse in on itself and there'll be this big bang thing going off.
So there's no way we can close branches that they make.
Yeah, you have to go right to the end and then what's called capping, which means you just stop it. Stop that. It's silly.
No.
Thus freezing the lives of billions of people.
It should be us as well,
bit
'cause we're on a
traumatic.
branch, aren't we?
Oh, you do it from outside. You'd be like riding the crest of the surf of the wave.
But anybody born after 1962 is frozen in this time line branch, isn't it?
In the main time, you're in a branch now. You're not in main time 1940.
Not our characters, but us. We're in a branch, aren't we?
So how does it?
Yeah.
If a branch is a branch, then it's not exactly the same
No.
main. So things are different in this timeline. So how do you cater for that then? Because in this timeline, the war may never be won by the British.
It depends when true. Yeah, you could just let it run.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Sure, they're like alternate realities. But the longer they run for, the more chance there is that things will collapse. So you need to get in there, do your stuff, and cap it. But there's no capping on this mission. They're leaving that up to Brenda.
Brenda. She's the cleaner.
Brenda.
The broom.
Oh, dear.
She's the cleaner, but she's like a higher level than us.
Yeah.
Let's break up. She's a veteran. All right. Anybody want a biscuit?
Nice cup of tea. Cup of the meat, Mrs.
He's not a fighting family, he's a family daughter boy.
Yeah. Super. Right. Well, how are you? There you are. You can also, through your Ithaca buddies stuck to the back of your heads, you can sense the presence of another Ithaca and a Streed. So you know they're around.
Ah,
They're meant to be in the inn, aren't they? Can we tell exactly where they are then?
Yeah, that would require a concentration roll. Just single dice.
Okay, can I do that then?
Can do, yeah. Yep. Let's,
Oh, my head.
yeah, it's you can't pick up exactly, but you think it's somewhere on the opposite side of the street.
In the inn.
Yeah.
so I don't know if I've missed this or not, but does the dice roll sort of kind of work similar to Cthulhu Dark?
Similar.
Right, okay. That's
But
fine.
you don't always find something out.
Oh, right, okay.
There's another little mechanic that's called taking a failure. Was it catastrophic failure? If, for example, you roll a 2 part of your dice, you can take the 2, take a plot point from the GM, and describe some way in which your roll absolutely was botched.
Right.
Botched. The green triangles on your character sheets are your PP, your plot points. Yeah, so you always have one to start with.
Okay. Yeah.
And tells you in the PDF how you can use them. There's like 3 ways you can do it, or 4. Can't just remember. I think there might be 4 now. You can use them to sort of like in the similar way that Fate does it to declare some narrative of the adventure or the game world that hasn't been clarified or set in stone yet. Or you can increase one of your dice rolls by +1. And there's another one. You can remove a narrative constraint. The game is run mostly narratively anyway, so rolling dice is not going to be that frequent, even though we've sort of like rolled 3 dice rolls already.
Apart from now.
So apart from that, once you get in the game, yeah. But you're there now. There's a door in front of you, and a big sign over this doorway that says "The Old Ship Inn."
The old ship.
You said there was a light on in this inn.
Yeah.
Well, it's turned off now. Somebody shouted,
Oh, right.
"Turn the light off."
I'll throw a brick at his window. And did you say you sent something in the inn? Francois, this interview.
Yes. Both an Ithaca and a
Street.
Strad. Strayed.
No, that's weird.
Strayed. Streed.
You better go on their day off.
That's in for a drink.
Yeah, that don't work. That was all we go, the usual. Trying to break train streams. And like yours, trying to fix them. Oh, dear.
You think you got it hard.
Just in case, something I should have shown you when Brenda's name was mentioned originally. This is what she looks like. There you are.
Got a beard.
Was she? That's
very big lipstick.
Yep, big lipstick.
Big lipstick.
So perhaps Brent has already cut this street or something, and perhaps he's already caught it, and she's waiting for us to collect it.
Isn't that what the mission was? She had caught it.
Well, perhaps he's got it before us.
Yeah, she has it. She's holding it for you to take back because she's got another mission.
Yeah. So that's what's happening then. She's just in there waiting for us. So if we just knock on the door, we'll be fine. Come, colleagues.
We'll have time for a drink and we can go again.
Hey. We can have one for all and all.
We go to the pub and knock and see if we can go in then. See if there's a way in or something.
Yep, as you're crossing the street towards the door, just as you raise a hand to knock upon the wood, the door opens and Brenda's there going, "Get in, get in."
I'll go,
I've been expecting you.
can you come and have a cup of tea, please, Brenda?
Yeah, would you like a biscuit with that?
Yeah.
Come in, darlings, come in, sweetheart. Make yourself comfortable.
She was potty a minute ago.
Get in my pub.
So you're holding an alien for us.
Yes. He's in the back room. Oh, sorry, it's in the back room. It looks like a fella chap. but yeah, obviously isn't.
Can
But
they
yeah,
change?
yeah. Sorry?
Can they change their shape? Can they the sneed or whatever they're called?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
they have of? Oh, right, okay, that's
They
interesting.
could look, yeah, they look like various people.
Yeah.
It's all mental based.
All right.
They affect our own perceptions of them, which is really interesting. Yeah.
Well, you could do have an extra ability, and then these things that attach to the back of your head. You know, when you see that thing in front of your eyes, it goes all a bit sort of dotty things that go in front of your eyes that look like little swimming things in your eyesight. You can say that's for Ithaca, changing your sight so you can see the sneed.
Yeah.
But our brains as humans, normal humans who get that, don't realise, and our brains can't compute, but as agents, we've trained our brains to use that as an ability for us to see Sneed. But it only happens once you've got to a point where you're completely connected with your Ithaca. Right?
Mhm.
Time, it doesn't happen immediately. Sort of. Maybe it's an ability that you gain at a later level or something.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yep, that would work.
You've been drinking the Romanian wine again, Vlad.
Always.
Make me go blind.
Right. Imagine Johan's sort of drumming his fingers on something on the hilt of his schmeiser.
This is not efficient.
Yeah, this way then, she says, and she has a quick look up and down the street and then closes the door. Just round the back this way.
She quite nice looking for a cocky.
Apart from the beard.
Yeah, apart from the beard. Yeah, she's a big lass, shall I say?
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, but pretty.
Yeah, okay. I'll try and lay on the French charm straight away.
Has he been in any trouble?
No, he's still unconscious. Been unconscious for a couple of days now since I found him after a raid.
Ah, you found him.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Any idea what he was up to?
No, I'm sure there'll be a nest of them somewhere. I was down by the docks, just on the aisle.
Well, yeah, now, Brenda.
Yes, I was doing nice. Wait a minute, what do you mean?
Brenda, really? And one of the dogs. Extracurricular, was it?
I was all above board, doing my job, patrolling. So, yeah, do I detect a hint of a German accent there?
A slight yes.
Yeah. Perhaps I may see if I could requisition your assistance for my true mission in this time. We'll be going into Germany very shortly.
Ah.
But this little incident took me on a side quest, shall I say? She opens the door to back room, and within you see, seated upon a chair and secured to this chair with rope, is a gentleman in average clothes of the time period, and he looks to be in his mid-30s. Average build, average height, average looks, but you can see because of the floaters, the shifting vision, that he is in fact not what he seems. He's one of those. Excellent. Starry eyes.
zooming in.
But his eyes are
In and
closed.
out really badly with camera.
He looks quite happy there, doesn't he?
He does look happy. Yeah, I felt that.
He's having a kid. He's having a nice dream, isn't he?
Yeah, wee.
Dreaming about his lovely horse.
Lovely horse.
Yeah. It's Father Ted sketch.
All right.
It's very funny. My lovely horse. Look it up. It's on YouTube. Anyway, getting back. Getting back. Yeah, there he is. You could take him if you want. Tell it to you. I'm sure there will be another nest of these things around here somewhere. Do you have any further questions, or are you just
Our
going to?
mission is to take him back. Yeah,
No.
that's
Nice.
all we were told.
Unless you
Well,
want us to beat the information out of him where the others are. Where the others are.
I don't think that's really necessary. Unnecessary violence is just, yeah, a waste of energy. Don't hurt it.
Don't hurt him, Hammer.
Let the Ithaca do that when you take
Yeah.
it back.
If we lower ourselves to their same standards, then we are no better than them. I've kicked the German. It's not good.
Bloody French.
Yeah. Stack up with it.
Oh, everyone can actually roll a single Dave. Oh no, double Dave.
Double Dave.
Dave.
2 days.
Dave double dicks.
I rolled a double Dave.
Oh. I'm assuming that's good. I have no idea.
The higher the better. You only ever use one of your dice that you roll, no
Uh,
matter how many you roll. This we're rolling double Daves because this is your Ithaca, which is just gets 2 dice. It means that Johan, you would sense incoming street
what?
4 number.
Oh,
You would know the directions they were coming in. Looks like they're coming in from 3 different directions, and one is still out in the street. In the street.
Oh, it's never going to be this easy, was it?
so I'll let everybody know. What weapons did we get when we came over?
You didn't take it, did we? One of you.
Instructions, was it?
Yeah. Truncheon and a whistle. That's it. And harsh language.
Yeah. And tots.
Yeah.
Have you said to Brenda, have you got any weapons in this place?
Sure. Shotgun down the bar.
All right. Grab that.
I'll get it. She says, "Oh,
Street.
it's through there."
Shotgun at the bar.
Okay. You get into. Well, do you first? Get into the bar area. Duck down behind the bar. Find the shotgun. Stand up and face to face with an intruder. You can instantly see he's a street, but he's just a average man by the look of him. And you can get to what would you like to do?
Shoot him.
Shoot him in the face. Okay, and his action will be to try some mental juju powers on you.
I'm going to try and spread his mental juju powers over the bar.
Great. In that case, let's do some rolling. you'll start building your dice pool up. You get one for being an operative.
Okay.
You get one for being a soldiery type, being trained with the use of weapons.
Okay.
And what else did you have in your background statement that may apply or not?
In my background statement, it does say shotgun is my favourite weapon. It does say that in my background statement.
Well, in actual fact, you've got up to a pool of 2 anyway, and 2 is the maximum you can roll being novices.
2 then.
There's no disadvantage because he's just standing there trying his juju stuff. He's not running. So yeah.
Okay.
So two dice, looking for the highest possible.
A 4 and a 3.
4. That looks like you've hurt him. A 4 means you hurt your opponent, I believe. We're just checking the.
Oh yeah.
That would be on the attack table. A 4.
That is page 11.
Yeah. Your foe is hurt, but you add its disadvantage next round.
Yeah, I've just under the barrel. Unless it's a. What gauge is it?
12.
Oh, okay.
Kaboom. Yep. Well, you've taken him out, so how would you like to narrate that taking out?
Yes, he stands there concentrating, using his mental juju powers, and it. And there's a big red mist, and as that slowly clears, his body slumps to the floor.
No, not that one. The other one.
Redecorated the lounge area of the bar for him.
And I shout, "Where's the shells?"
Under the bar. Meanwhile, the other 3 of you are in a room with a unconscious Reed. You hear movement in the corridor outside. Footsteps.
Human footsteps or street footsteps?
Human footsteps.
Right.
Go to the side of the door that corridor is leading to.
Yeah.
All right.
And you go to the side and get ready to cosh them when they come in. Is it, how many sets of footsteps? 1 or 2?
1. The window crashes open. Someone walks in.
Okay.
So one comes in through the doorway, and 1 comes in through the window. What would you like to do in your combat action? You can take a combat action like attack or defend, or you can do some other generic action, some regular thing like reading a book or riding a bicycle, something like that.
So you're going to get one by the door then, Chris?
Whichever. I don't mind if you want me to go to the one.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I'll go for the one in the window then, I suppose.
Door open outwards or inwards?
Inwards.
Brenda, inwards. But I'll wait for him to see the door handle move, and then as soon as I see the door handle move, I'll pull it inwards.
All right.
Get him in.
And then do what? Are you going to attack?
Cosh him on the head, back of the head. Try and knock him out of it.
All right. And he's going to try his juju on you. So you're looking at 1 dice for being an operative. Do you have any? Oh, of course, you're a musketeer. So I'm sure you have some abilities melee.
Yes, I very, 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 very good with the melee.
All right, so you get to roll 2 dice then.
Woo-hoo. 2 dice. Clobber.
Oh, look at that! That's fantastic.
Crack. Oh. Oh dear.
Yeah, but you've taken him out. So, what does that look like? Let's see.
Do I knock him out or do I actually kill him with that?
It's entirely up to you. You get the choice whether you render him unconscious or
Yeah, I'm
outright
trying
dead.
to knock him out. Yeah, right to the base of the cranium or something like that. I don't know. That's going to be quite a hard place to knock that. Yeah, in a suitably vulnerable place on the back of the head, I'll quick shot. Boom.
Yeah, you'll lay him out on the floor at your feet.
Little birds tweeting around his head as he falls down.
Yep, little alien birds.
Yeah, little praying mantises flying around his head.
Yeah, but probably more like the ornithopteryx or whatever they were called.
Oh,
Dinosaur.
that'd be nice to touch if you did it in turn.
Meanwhile, at the window, Strad and his. Do you have a truncheon? Or are you using the whistle?
Well, if he's bursting through the window, which he said he was, I'm going to basically pick up a chair and smack him with it as he comes through.
Okay, nice. Get a dice then. Does your statement give you any extra benefits for this?
Well, I'm a tactical strategist, and I was a warrior.
Yep.
So
Good for me.
does that mean I get 2 dice?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What does that happen? What happens now when I get double 4?
You just use one of them.
Oh, okay.
So which one would you like to use?
I'll go. Can I have? Hold on. Let me think about this. I'll go for the. I'm going to go for the 4.
Oh, good choice. Very good choice. Well, again, you destroy him with a chair. So how's that panning out for him? Do you just lay him low, or do you knock him back out the window? Or how do you narrate that?
Basically, he burst through the window, and as he burst through the window, I quickly grab a chair and I just basically match his movement with my swing. So he's got the momentum and my swing on it both at the same time. So he hits it with quite considerable force. The chair shatters around him. I'm left with just a sort of the top of the chair kind of splintered into a point.
No, don't go there.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, so that's your next action sorted out.
Yeah.
However, your attention is drawn through the window, the shattered glass, and the flapping curtain. You can see beyond in the street outside, on the other side of the street, another man staring up, his hat pulled low over his eyes, and you can tell it's a street, and he can also tell who you are. So he turns to his left and starts running down the street.
Shotgun man.
Can I have reloaded the shotgun?
Yes.
Okay. I'll run outside then. How far away is he? Within range or?
No, you'd have to catch him up. We're using zones in this, and he's one zone away from you.
Yeah.
As long as he's maintaining that a zone is too far for your shotgun.
Okay. I'll chase after him then, although if I get caught wearing a blue air raid warden's uniform, it's not going to save me from carrying a shotgun. But I'll chase after him.
All right. Need to do a suit suit roll. So you get one anyway. I think you just get the one.
Get one roll, yeah.
One dice, yeah. I need to beat the 4. Oh, that's nice. Okay, you can take that as a failure, or you can convert it into a critical failure. What do I call it? It starts with a C as well. A critical failure by taking a dice, a PP plot point.
If it's a critical failure, what I mean, or losing.
Well, you're going to lose him anyway, but with this, you would narrate some way in which you absolutely botched this up, giving yourself what's called a narrative constraint for the rest of the game. Like a broken leg, for example. Or you ran around a corner and a car was coming the other direction and BAM! RTA.
Or spend your character point.
Fantastic.
Or you could trip and boom. Various things, but you don't have to. It's just a way of getting a PP back if you roll really badly. You're just losing without any detriment.
No, I won't do that. I'll just fail.
Oh yeah. Oh, what Chris said. You can spend that current PP that you have to raise it to a 3. So you will actually lose him, but you get some benefit, like you see where he goes.
Oh, okay.
Like, you get an idea of where he goes to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Yeah. So you see, he stumbles against an iron railing fence as he's running. He sees you, leaps over, and then disappears into the grounds of this house. And when you get there, you see his coat's been torn, and there's a packing slip with an address of a warehouse down the docks on it. There you are. So that's how failure with slight benefit
Okay.
works.
Okay.
Yes. Nice. Well done, gentlemen, says Brenda.
Which was nothing.
So we have 3 to take back now. Excellent. I'll just go and see what state the bar is in. Ah! It's all right. I was leaving town anyway, and someone else cleaned it up. We need to get rid of the bodies, though.
We've got 2 live ones, haven't we, still?
How close are we to the river and the docks if we're in Limehouse?
Not too far. Let me
Dump them in the river.
Yeah, dumping in the river.
What happens when they die then? The powers don't still carry on, so you still can't see them.
Yeah, it just looks like a headless human. It will gradually fade over time, giving rise to strange reports of things in history. But yeah, it was just a way of maintaining the charade. If, for example, that guy who was tied up was unconscious, they don't instantly want to be recognised for what they are by just the general public. So there's the residual energies which will still keep powering the psionic ability.
Slightly better than the invaders that just immediately vanish every time you kill them, wasn't it, in that series? The invaders.
Oh yeah, the invaders.
They just vanish. Like, no, don't vanish. No one's going to believe him. Go green and vanish, wouldn't
Cool. So that's not great. You have a messy bar, one dead body, which Brandy will deal with, and you have 3 street, 1 got away.
Yeah.
So I'll go back and tell him where he went and show him the address that we've got.
Mm.
Oh, I know that. That's not too far from where I found this one.
Well, it could be where they're holed up then.
Yes. Oh, that's fantastic. She smiles at you.
Not bad.
Are we taking this one back? Or are we going after the other one?
Oh, I suppose we better finish it off.
Oh, how kind of you.
We can borrow the shotgun.
Yeah, have you got any more of these?
Just that one. There's a cudgel as well. Plenty of blades in the kitchen.
What? Swords? Excellent. Where?
Knives.
Oh.
Kitchen knives.
No,
Kitchen knives, yeah.
No rapiers or anything like that.
No. May find some in the history museum.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll deal with this mess. I'll secure these 3.
Mm-hmm.
And try and tidy things up a little.
We'll be back. We need to be back. So.
And I'll put the kettle on. Ready for when you get back.
A bit longer than that.
I'll be back.
Oh dear. All right, it's a short walk down to the docks. Up a skip and a jump. And as you're making your way down towards the docks, this wailing noise begins from further back in the city.
Wailing, air raid.
Noise. And far away on the outskirts of the city, you can see explosions of flak in the sky, in the night sky. Those searchlights dancing to and fro.
I'll give an accusing stare towards the German.
And you see the warehouse. It's dark. Doors are closed. There's thumps and booms going on from further into the city. All atmospheric. But the warehouse is all shut up. Silent, like a grave. However, you have Ithaca plugged into your heads, so you can do your 2d6 rolls. Oh, beauty.
Wow.
It's not going well.
Hey.
Oh, it's a new scene, sorry, so I forgot to throw you all another one of these.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get one if you survive the previous scene.
Wow.
Oops, I pressed recall instead of deal. I'll have a go again. Deal. There we are. Deal 1 to all players.
Do you keep them or do you have to use them?
But you don't have to use them.
So you cross over to the next game and stuff. Can you accumulate them?
Don't see why not. If you want to.
They sometimes disappear, don't they?
Yeah, most games they reset. I think I'll probably do that for this one as well. Yeah, as I say, you get one at the start of the game, then once for surviving every situation, every scene. So you got two. I've got two as well, which is nice. Oh, you haven't all got two, have you? No. Unfortunately, Johan's only got one. Johan has only got one PP.
I think you might be about to lose that one.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, that's fortunate, isn't it? Johan, would you like to use it or would you like to get another by taking some kind of mental stress?
I'm going to use it.
What's his after him again?
I forgot that.
That turn one of them into a 3 then?
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, Vlad. You could roll as well if you wanted, Vlad.
Okay.
This is for actually sensing where these things are.
I mean, can I draw just one?
No, I mean rolling.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so if we went roll
Double Dave. You've got two.
Yeah.
These. Oh, excellent.
Yeah, for 5 in that one, right?
Yeah, you both maxed out there. So you know there are 2 street in that building, and they're beyond, at the far end. Judging by the distance that you get, they must be close to the opposite side of the warehouse, judging by the size of it.
Turn around to Johan. Oh, where's he gone? Face down.
Yeah, Johan, you just pick up the fact that there's some street around,
Okay.
but they still know exactly where they are. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And because you're all 5s as well, yeah, you get the maximum amount of information. They appear to be moving further away from you. And then you hear a car engine start up.
Oh, they can drive.
Better run there.
One way past.
Yeah, I suppose I could have done a quick drawing, couldn't I, to explain. Draw a shape. I'll draw a warehouse for you. Oh, look at that. That's an excellent drawing of a warehouse.
It's like being there.
It's good.
Warehouse. Their house.
Side door. Double doors at the front. You can see some windows on the back here.
This is the warehouse with the address on it we found.
Yeah.
Right.
Windows. So it looks like there's probably an office up some steps, you would imagine. You're over the side. You 3. Musketeers.
Ah. Sweet little boxes.
Yeah.
Well, we've heard a car. We've heard a car start out. Was that from inside or from around the other side of the building?
You can't tell, but these 2 would say it's somewhere around the back. Oh, somewhere over there. Would you like to run around? Run around.
Yeah. Go.
I think so.
Right, when you get round to the other side, you do see 2 street One of them appears to be in the driver's side and the other in the passenger side of this car. That it's very slowly gaining speed. That's that didn't work quite. It didn't well, did it? I've chosen a colour for that. Let's give it another go. There we go. That's a car.
Yeah.
A bit of a shadow on it. Yep, and it's beginning to move in
Towards us.
that direction.
Away from us.
It depends which way around you're on.
Guess we would have gone left and the quickest.
Yeah, shortest route. Just as you get there, it started to move down straight.
Okay, shoot the car. Maybe try and take out a wheel.
Yeah, take tires.
Yep, that would require a shooting roll then, and this thing is trying to evade.
And I'll sprint towards the back of the car to try and jump on it.
Cool. And Vlad, what would you like to do?
I'm going to follow. Sprint after.
Yep.
Chris.
That's a 5.
Dying.
Brilliant.
Good roll.
It is, it's an excellent roll.
Does double 5 count as like double 1 or double 2 count?
No, you just take one of them. I could write that in. Double 5 is quite good. Somebody else has suggested that in one of their role-playing games, aren't they, Jay?
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah, when you get a maximum, get more maximums than you need, you get a +1.
That's a good idea, that. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something very beneficial occurs. An outstanding success, shall we say. Well, it would have to have a shotgun, wouldn't they? So what does your outstanding success entail? Because you've basically taken out this car. So what happens to the car?
It careers sideways and crashes into the side of the building.
Crunch.
Maybe some boxes fall down on it. Some boxes loaded up there.
Yep.
The anvil.
Oh yes, boxes of TNT were stacked outside again.
Grenades, all the pins taken out, but all held together with like really sort of like loosely.
Yep. It crashes into the wall if the boxes fall on it, and there's let's see. The street is sort of staggering out, looking a bit dazed and disorganised, dishevelled. So you two then run up, Francois and Vladimir. You can run up, and these two streets are just going, what's going on?
Walk him about the head again, try and knock one of mine out. My one out. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he's thinking French and speaking English.
In French, I am thinking. Back to France, they write their language.
Yep, so that would be Double Dave again.
Double D. Double D. Do-do. Do-do-do.
Nice. So you have a 4. Would you like? Are you going to spend any of your PPs to raise that to a 5? Or are you just taking the 4?
Yeah, as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's spend the point.
Blat, then. The crack.
Oh, what the heck? How do I spend the point? 4, 5.
Hand it over.
Can you just drag it onto the
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
drag it onto the surface and delete? Or I could steal one. Oh, it's gone. Ooh. There it is.
It's gone, but yeah, still got the grey thing there. Close. No way. No.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, well, he's down. Were you killing him or knocking him unconscious?
Knock him up. Actually, how do we? I don't know. What's the order for us? Are we meant to keep them?
Well,
Like
you've already
that?
got 3. There's only 3 of you, so you can only take 3 back. They are nasty creatures, so
Let's kill him.
extermination.
Crack him open. Crack open his head. See what comes out.
Well, we could always, once we kill them, we could dispose of the bodies by sticking them back in the car and setting the car on fire.
Yeah.
It just looked like it's crashed and caught fire, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think they're going to redeem themselves, are they, ever?
Vlad, are you attacking the last one?
Yeah, can do. I don't have anything to attack with, though, apart from my truncheon.
Yeah, that's all Francois used.
Oh, okay, I'll hit one, then I'll batter him across the head. Do I get 2 dice?
You do, yeah.
Okay, then here we go, Ooh,
Ooh.
5, thanks. Let me
Yeah,
try
you're doing well.
Has he even rolled a 6 yet?
You won't roll 6.
Oh, you can't roll a 6, can you? Because there's no 6 on the dice. Ah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can spend a what's it point to make it a really, really good critical success
Okay, I'll do that.
and narrate some extra benefits.
Yeah, so I basically I whack him across the throat with my truncheon, which knocks him backwards, and he staggers back, and I give him a hefty kick, which makes him stagger even further, and he ends up falling on one of those like poles that stick up from the ground. As he inserts himself on his pole, the pole sticks out from his gut, and there's like blood squirting out from the pole.
Yeah,
It's got to be an impaling.
yeah, cool. Nice. And he sort of flops about a bit, screaming, and then
Yeah, there's a bit of flopping
Nice.
on it. That's always good.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
The icing on the cake.
Okay, don't want to go to your cake shop.
Great cakes.
There you are. There, we've dealt with them then. Nice. You kill the car, and you 2 kill the other 2.
Kick their ass.
So what would you like to do next?
Go back to the pub for a cup of tea.
Are you doing the trick with the fire, setting fire to the car?
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Dispose of the bodies, yeah.
Okay, open the car doors wider to throw the bodies in, and you see there's a something bundled up in it's like a blanket on the back seat.
Should check it out, really. Shouldn't
Yep. Checking it out.
Checking it out.
It's a collection of the bow crystals that they were using to harvest human psychic, human souls within.
What?
Yeah.
we? Darker and darker.
Yeah, the bastards. Yeah, bow crystals, BOH. They're in the background. Bastards. So yeah, we can recovering that's a good thing as well, because the Ithaca mother can deal with that, find out information from it.
Terrific. We're going to get good reports.
Right, bung them in, take the crystals, set fire, leg it, it's an explosion. I'm sure there's explosions going on all around you at the moment, so yeah. Make your way back, dodging the bombs, back to the pub.
It's got cover though.
Yeah.
And we're dressed as wardens anyway, so if anybody questions where we're out for, we can just say we're wardens.
Mm-hmm.
True. Get back to the pub. Brenda's already started mopping up the blood. It's gonna take a lot getting out of this carpet. All that blood. Anyway.
A little technique I learned in my day when I used to have to get blood out of the carpet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But,
Oh, interesting.
Problems with my job.
And right, you've got your 3 targets, so you take one each back with you when you bubble up. Having a pint before you go back.
Yep.
Yeah.
All scratchings.
Bottom scratchings. Yep. Get yourselves bubbled up. Each of you's got captive, and you can make your way back. Okay. You need to get back to HQ, which requires another double Dave roll from Johan.
The man who spent all his points.
Yep.
Oh,
He tried. I think they tried. Yeah, brilliant. You get back in. Actually, you should have got another one anyway for surviving that scene.
Yay.
So you made it back, and you get back to the departure lounge or the re-entry lounge or whatever it's called. When you get back, hand your prisoners over, and the general's there. Oh, well done, fantastic. Oh, we got bow crystals as well. Oh, jolly good, excellent. Well, take yourselves off into the R&R rooms, and I'll do a full debriefing in a few minutes.
Okay.
We're going to be debriefed.
Wearing any brief.
Hands off my briefs.
Okay, well, with that thought in mind, we'll end the game there as you successfully complete your first mission.
Whee.
Well done. That was the introductory mission. Lovely. Well, I can end the broadcast, or we can carry on chatting in the broadcast. It's up to you. What would you like to do? Shall we end it and then carry on chatting afterwards?
Can do.
Might as well do that. Okay, well, if we do put this on public, then thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.
We're now going to talk about all the people that watched once we end the broadcast.
And see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.